all that, I got to stand here, huh? Hats off to them. What a good team they are. Play hard, they play aggressive, they play rough, they size, their guard play is outstanding. And again, this is not to take anything away from their effort, but I told my team, because I told them all week, you get us close, I'll help us get over the edge. You just make this close. And they did. And down 4 with the ball, I didn't call that timeout. Believe me, I'm standing there thinking timeout, and I didn't call it. That effectively ended the game. So I told them this one was on me. Hopefully I'll do a better job. Hopefully I'll help them win more games than I caused us to lose. But this one right there, that play is a coach's play. We didn't shoot free throws. Doesn't matter. We were down 4 with however much time with the ball and had our chances. So like I told my team after, I liked their fight. We've got a ways to go. But that's unexcusable what I did.
John, what caused you not to pull the trigger on the timeout?
I don't know, Jerry. You have to get in my head and ask me that. I don't have any idea. But believe me, it was kind of like I'm saying timeout, and I didn't call it. Just about, as soon as he threw the ball away, I looked at John Robick and said, what was I thinking? And he knew. He just said, well, stuff like that happens, and I'll take responsibility. So, but it was, you know, they played. They deserved to win. But I didn't give our guys the chance they deserved the way they played down the stretch.
Cal, when you guys lost to Duke, you said the worst thing these guys can do is listen to people say they've gotten a lot better, they've improved a lot because they've lost. Is there any of that concern this time around?
No, we did get better. I mean, everybody sees it. Ryan is better. Archie still turning it over and a little bit out of control, but still made plays that we needed to make. We can't get any production right now out of Julius and Alex, and we're still playing with 5 guys and Jared and hanging in a game like this on the road. So, got to get Alex playing better. He's not, and he's going to have to earn minutes. Willie, I thought was good, didn't make free throws, but you know, all new to him, and you know, I thought he did a terrific job. I thought Nerlens broke down a couple times, but they're young kids.
Was that the idea with how you used Alex today to make him earn it? That's
No, he just didn't play. Didn't do anything. The reason I took him out the last play, there was a rebound right in front of the rim that was his ball that he kind of went after but didn't. Instead of grabbing it and tip dunking it so we get back in the game, he let the other guy grab it. You're out. I tried. I know he's trying harder than you, so you got to sit.
Obviously, Ryan's been on an upward arc, but today in the pressure cooker, held up against him.
Yeah, did great. I grabbed him after. I said, this is where I wanted you at the beginning of the year. Now, where do we go from here? How do we build on this?
What would you have told your team had you taken that timeout?
I would have set up a 4-point play and the game would have went in overtime.
If you're down 17, the crowd was into it. It was a point where your team could have cracked it, and you didn't.
The other thing I did a poor job. I coached this team like I have others against the press. And then you saw what I ended up doing. Anybody watch the game here?
Yeah, brought your big.
Yeah, I brought the big guy up just so we could get it in and play from there. And then there was the press didn't hurt us. Kept a couple bumps and grinds and grabs that we may have lost the ball, but it had no effect on the game. Well, again, why didn't I do that earlier? These kids are 18 years old. The last timeout with 1:08, like no one called a timeout. I would think you'd know to call a timeout. We have one left. You know, we score, call one. I got to call that. They don't know. So I'm proud of how they fought. I'm not real happy with my performance. But I don't want this to take away from Louisville. There may be a better team in the country. I got to see them. And like I said, when you have guard play like they have, and you got some size and toughness and Bohannon, I mean, this is an outstanding team. It was a great environment. I mean, the environment was great.
How big, John, were the 2 threes by Kyle to just spark something that round?
Yeah, we don't, the purpose of, and Julius hasn't made a shot in about a month, but he's got to be, you got to find he and Kyle. Those are 2 guys that can make 40% from the 3. And they got to be guarded out there, and it stretches out the defense. So if they're open, you got to find them. We're still not there yet. Head down a little bit. We're not, you know, those 2 are in the game. You get it as a guard. The first thing you are is, where are those 2? If I don't have a layup or a throw ahead, where are those 2? Let me get somebody a jumper.
you put your kids basically through boot camp last couple of weeks. Did you get out of it seeing this game as it was what you wanted?
Yeah, they did.
So now we.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted right now. And you got me standing here. I need to be sitting down. But they, yeah, they did. See, the thing that we weren't doing, we weren't fighting. There was no fight in the team. There was no sense of urgency. There was today. Now, the guys that didn't show a sense of urgency, they sat down. You're not playing. You know, we left one time out. We were shooting a free throw. All right, here's what we're doing, press attack. The one guy just didn't do it. All right, you're out. That's mental discipline. You know, and it was only a 7-8 point game. We lost the ball, they scored again, we got it back to 10. So the last play where Nerlens just left the guy under the, that's what 18-year-olds do. Like, why would you do that? Well, my man was up. Wait a minute. They threw over to the guy and he just dunked it and ended the game. My fault. I said, but don't worry about it, because I cost us the game. You gave us a chance. Look, I'm coaching this young team. Their job is to make it close at the end. My job is to give them a plan to finish it off. And they got us right where we wanted to be, and I dropped the ball.
Last question.
John, is there something with Willie's free throws that are mechanical, or you think it's a confidence thing, or what do you think?
He'll be fine. You know, today, look, he's never been in this environment. He was a football player. He was playing wide receiver. Now we got him out there, and he looked pretty good. He did some really good stuff. We got to work on his free throw. But I'm not, if he blocks shots and does all the other things, we'll just tell him, try not to get fouled. I mean, if you do all the other things, we'll be good. So I was pleased with Willie. I thought Willie defended. He did, you know, like I said, we're a young team. I really like my team. I do. Ryan playing well. I really like my team. I got to get Archie or Alex playing, and then we got to get Nerlens. Nerlens been sick for 3 days, but there's no excuse. You know, in a game like this, you get sick after a game on the bus. You don't even think about it during the game.
So can you talk about how Archie adjusted and played so well in the second half?
We're trying to get him to play an attack for us. Like, if you get to the rim, fine. But if you're not getting to the rim, he still threw 2 or 3 balls, just threw his body into the guy and threw him. We're trying to eliminate that play. But the other plays he made were outstanding. He missed 1 layup. Like, I don't know if he was moving too fast, but he missed a layup. But short of that, he had 2 of those. But 2 weeks ago, he made that move, throw his body, and just throw it off the shot clock 8 times a game. So he's getting better. Thanks.
Except the players are available in the hallway.